Good morning, it's Maxwell over here. Actually right now I'm back to my construction site so as to see how everything is working out slowly by slowly, the way I usually tell people that even though I know it will be taking me a lot of time, because my ambition was during my birthday will be on 26th this month. I'm left with around today is on 11th, or what is the date of today? Let me check. Yeah, today it is on 12th. 14 days to go. So that means by that time I wouldn't have completed this house, this tiny house over here. So that means I have to think some other way, because I told us, because of financial problems, that is why I'm taking it slowly by slowly, because every day we are trying our best to make a change. Any change means a lot of, actually it is always an impactful thing, because every step you make in life, that tells us that you've moved a step closer to something. So my aim was by 26th I'll be entering this house, but unfortunately when it comes to that day, there were some people who are doing lumbering here. I don't know what is happening. Yes, kunaendaje? Yeah? Iti imegoma tena? Aya. Let us go and check. Sasa nyinyi mnaenda mnapiga kazi, mnaniacha hapo wakati imechoka ndio mnarudi. Tunapiga simu, mko wapi nini? Mimi hamjai nipigia simu. Basi mama muongo. Hajawahi nipigia simu. Basi muongo. Mimi unaona, mimi ndio nilikuja kumtafuta juzi, nikamwambia akuje jana. Jana akaniambia ni Sabato, amekuja sasa ndio amekuja leo. Bado amesema kesho. Mimi hajai nipigia simu. Kwani imegoma tena? Again the machine has brought shenanigans. Kwani shida ni nini? Na ikiwasho ya muke. Na Simba au ni nyepesi kushinda hiyo nyingine, kushinda hii.
Sasa hapo lazima tunaipeleka kwa fundi.
Aya. Sasa mnaenda? Actually every time they come here, this machine actually gets spoiled. This one again, they're telling me that it is no longer functional again. They have tried repairing. Now mbona ina overheat hivi? Wewe ina overheat hivi? Because it is overheating. 2 weeks with no work. Na mimi niko hapa nimekwama, mwezi kuja kunipasulia.
Mara ngapi nimekanyaga nyumbani?
Mumenipigia simu. Mkwata na namba yangu. Akwambie. Si mimi ndo nilikuja kwenye vilikuwa Friday, nilikuja Friday nikatafuta gate sikuona.
Nimeenda kwa mara ngapi? Last week. Pigie mama hapa nikisikia. Akili mbele yangu kama mimi ni muongo. Simu hapa. Nimekanyaga kwenu mara ngapi? Nikamuuliza, kuna kazi? Hata simu napiga, kuna kazi? Sina kazi, niko idle. Ananiambia hamna.
Unaona, mafundi walikuja wakajaribu huko ikashindikana kwa sababu sina mbao.
Acha rudi. Hebu mpige mama.
Guys, things are now becoming complicated, because my aim was to actually to put those things. You see what the mason started, so that's the reason why I'm cutting down some trees. These ones, so they require like 30 timbers like these ones, so that we can do some it is called what, putting some pillars. So unfortunately again the machine, it is stuck again. So this is the condition. So that means I can't even afford timbers. That is why I opted so that I can cut down these trees. Then amesemaje? So I opted that let me cut down these trees, then we make it happen from this end, because at least for these I'm cutting cost, especially this tree. It was the one which was here. It was actually obstructing this section from here, so we had to take it down, because in future we'll be having a wall passing through here. So that tells us that
Ndio kona utone hivi ya changa hapa.
Mama Toni. Wacha tuifungulie nyumbani tujue ni nini. Hapo hizi fungulia porini. Sawa.
So mnaenda kuifungulia nyumbani? Mnarudi? Ama mnaenda kimoja?
No, kama itakuwa na ikishindikana tunachukua mashini nyingine. Kazi yako lazima ifanyike.
Sawa. Mimi nimewaacha sasa, nyinyi pambaneni. Shughulikeni. So guys, I'm telling them to try what they can so that I'll be cutting that tree down. Then there's some other trees here that I'm supposed to take down, yeah. Especially these that is disturbing the neighbors. This one. You see these? Because the neighbor usually comes and says that this tree dirtifies the compound over there. So that is the reason. Even for that, it used to dirtify the rooftop, yeah. So that's the reason why I had to take it down. Then I'll be taking this down also because it's next to here. So these are 2 trees that I'll be taking down. I know a lot of people will be rebuked. Max, why do you take down trees? Yeah, because I don't need to get a notice to take down those trees. I should do it early enough so that like right now, time really permits me to do that. Yeah, maybe in the near future it is not possible because maybe you don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't like to find myself that I'm given a notice is when that I action something. Yeah, so I don't want to wait for that that time when you're giving a notice, then you start saying that police case, I don't know what case. Yeah, because when you know very well that this tree will be disturbing peace with your neighbors, you're supposed to take it down as early as possible. Yeah, so that is you know, I don't like finding myself maybe being in loggerheads with the neighbors. Yeah, that is something that I'm really trying as much as possible, yeah, to avoid. Yeah, I'm waiting for Lucas the traveler so that he can come here. We open the doors so that we make it happen. So he's going back with the machine. Yeah, he's going back with the machine. So that is the scenario that we are really having right now. Everything is stand still, and that is what is happening here. Trying to see this crack over here, I don't know why. And they fixed it the other day. Yeah, so this video will be very short. Yeah, I never wanted to make a very long video because my head is tired. Yeah, sometimes you work a lot, you think a lot, so the head becomes so tired. Yeah, like right now my head is tired because no more cutting down the trees. So this means because if I could be having money, I could go buy some timbers so that it could be helping the masons over there. But right now I'm running on a budget. Yeah, and that is what is happening. So I'll be ending this video from that point because some other things we'll be discussing next time. Yeah, and that is how I usually do my videos, and I really appreciate those people who are watching my videos from the beginning up to the end. I don't take you people for granted. You mean a lot to my survival, my sustainability, because that is what I depend on. And reality has to be said. Yeah, reality has to be said. Yeah, all those other things that you hear, I don't know, Max, what, yeah, those are just gullible people who are there. Maybe they want to get views. Yeah, you know, everybody in this YouTube street, they are trying as much as possible to get views. Yeah, but let us not get views in a manner that suggests something. Yeah, that is something that I usually tell people. Don't try getting views by force. Yeah, Let us be open enough, let us make it happen, and let us be realistic. Yeah, that is what keeps us moving. When you just come on camera and say that Max did this, yeah, without justifying your answer, because you can learn something from me. Yeah, when I come on camera, I really go around. Yeah, I make sure that I bring my receipt so that people can see what is really happening, so that people can join the dots. Yeah, you can comment there in your comment section. What do you think? Because I'm planning maybe before the year ends. Yeah, I will have put a wall here. Yeah, a wall will be running from that corner all the way to that corner there also. Then I'll be thinking about the upper side, because the upper side I have to bring the surveyor. Yeah, because the surveyor has to come measure this piece of land, because I don't know where that plot reaches. Yeah, so that tells us that in the near future I'll have to involve the surveyor so as to know where this land reach. Yeah, because maybe I can even talk still to my mom and tells me where this land reach. Yeah, because the other time was telling us about how I got this piece of land. Yeah, and that's the reality. Yeah, how we got it. It's just an inherited piece of land. Yeah, I never bought it. Yeah, I inherited from the parents, and that's the reality about this situation. Yeah, so let us not start feeling like Max has a piece of land, Max did this. No. I'm this way. Yeah, I'm straight as always. So let me end this video from this point. Then we'll be meeting some other time so that we can talk a lot of things. So let me end it. Goodbye for now. Comment there in the comment section. What do you think? Yeah, about maybe putting a wall, maybe the color. Yeah, even the color of this house. Yeah, this is the time that we need to discuss even the color of this house. But I'll be having a video about that, the color of the tiles, everything. Yeah, so that when I'm making decisions, I like consulting my subscribers so as to get the best out of the best. Yeah, having said that, let me end this conversation from this point. Let us meet in the next video. Goodbye for now, till we meet in the next video. Goodbye.